Organizations are entering a new strategic cycle right as the pace of AI and automation accelerates. The pressure on the C-suite is compounding. The defining failure point in modern business occurs between the boardroom and the front line. A high-level strategy is agreed upon, but the daily operations of the company remain completely unchanged. Abstract consensus among executives does not automatically cause localized behavioral change. Without a mechanical way to cascade goals downwards, teams default to their existing habits. Traditional consulting interventions attempt to solve this with isolated training or new software deployments. These degrade quickly because they are never mechanically linked to the organization's daily workflows and actual performance metrics. Surviving an era of automation requires a synchronized operating system. You need a structural bridge that forces strategy to dictate daily execution. The Summit Leadership Alliance, or TSLA, architects these synchronized operating systems. Operating as an elite expert network, TSLA combines human-first advisory with the speed, precision, and scale of AI. They engineer this alignment from the top down using a rigid four-phase methodology. The process moves chronologically, starting with strategic architecture, moving to leadership activation, cascading down to team alignment, and finally integrating AI readiness. This specific architectural sequence ensures a high-level corporate aspiration actually produces measurable operational results. Phase 1 is strategic architecture, the structural bedrock of the enterprise. The strategic choices cascade answers two questions: where to play and how to win. These choices translate into a balanced scorecard across 4 quadrants: financial, customer, process, and learning and growth. This gives the entire organization a common performance language, connecting board-level aspirations directly to departmental accountability. The critical linkage step most organizations miss is executive compensation. Leadership incentives and evaluation criteria must be mechanically linked directly to the outcomes defined on that balanced scorecard. A strategy is only viable when the executive reward structure guarantees its execution. With the foundation set, Phase 2 begins to activate the people, starting at the individual leader level. This is executed through the Applied Leadership Acceleration, or ALA, experience. Each leader goes through a rigorous process involving 360-degree stakeholder interviews and a facilitated workshop spanning 12 progressive modules. The tangible output is a highly customized 180-day success action plan built specifically for that individual. This translates the overarching corporate strategy into a localized, highly specific execution mandate. Corporate strategy fails without activated leaders who know precisely what their personal mandate requires them to do. Once the leaders are activated, the alignment cascades down to the operational teams they command. This mobilization happens through the Strategy Alignment and Team Activation, or SATA, experience. The leader brings their direct reports into a structured 4-hour working session to explicitly communicate and delegate their 180-day mandate. Using tools like business chemistry, teams map their dynamics and establish execution principles. The final output defines success for every priority and assigns a strict RACI accountability matrix. True organizational alignment is achieved when every frontline team member knows exactly what to do, how they will work together, and who owns what. Phase 3 introduces AI and automation advisory, the digital layer of the modern enterprise. AI readiness requires enterprise-wide governance and cultural preparedness. It is a comprehensive organizational task that extends far beyond the technical scope of IT adoption. Before software is deployed, the Board and Executive AI Fluency Program builds a necessary baseline of technological literacy. These masterclasses give executives confidence to govern the tech portfolio. The organization is then evaluated using the MAIE framework, measuring the maximally automated intelligent enterprise. This capability assessment scores the enterprise across strategy, governance, and applications, then evaluates infrastructure, data and AI, and people and culture. Scoring these domains generates an actionable enterprise readiness roadmap, bypassing theoretical advice. A fully aligned, human-centric operating system provides the stable infrastructure needed for AI and automation to scale effectively across the enterprise. Even the most meticulously engineered systems will degrade over time without continuous maintenance. Phase 4 provides ongoing thought partnership to sustain the organization's forward momentum. Through a virtual residency monthly retainer, leaders get guaranteed ongoing access to TSLA allies. This ensures sustained strategic guidance, offers ad hoc advisory blocks for critical decisions, and acts as a confidential sounding board for executives. Long-term organizational health depends on a sustained alliance, providing a steady, predictable commitment of strategic guidance. This is the complete architecture, engineering the journey from abstract strategy to precise execution. Board strategy is tied to executive incentives. Leaders are individually activated, teams are mobilized, and an AI roadmap is fully integrated. Initiating this process requires a low-friction 4-step sequence. It begins with a brief contact email, followed by a discovery call, where TSLA invests in drafting a custom perspective. Step 3 is a feedback call and proposal, concluding with contract and kickoff. Email greetings@thesummitla.com to begin engineering the aligned enterprise.